not very good at coming up with commentary while I'm trying not to die. That's a character flaw of mine, I acknowledge that.
Let's play a game, shall we?
Hi there, welcome to another Doom video. This one is a little more simple. This one is a level set called Back to Basics, because sometimes you just want to go back and appreciate the old-fashioned style of Doom. Not everything has to be some crazy, newfangled mod that all the kids are into. Sometimes it's just good to go back to the basics, so let's do this. Obviously, this isn't entirely back to the basics because it's using Smooth Doom, but you know, I always use Smooth Doom. That is one concession that I will never make. Unless I forget about it. Because sometimes I do forget to use it. But when I do remember to use it, I always insist upon using Smooth Doom just because. It has no downside, it just makes everything look better. I mean, it might be more performance heavy, but I mean, I've got a quad-core processor, so it's not like I'm gonna be feeling the punch of this. This is a vanilla Doom map. It's not like some extra animations are gonna hurt it that much, right? Oh, nice. Already got a chain gun. I mean, I kind of expected the shotgun, but I'm getting armed really fast, aren't I? Of course, since this is an Ultimate Doom one, so that means I won't be getting the super shotgun. Too bad, huh? Oh well, the original Doom didn't have it. And at least this means I also don't have to deal with things like the Archvile and the Revenant. So, you gotta take what you can get, right? Oh boy. Okay, there's two elevators. That explains it. I went after the optional one first, which is good because it got me out ahead. Hey there, buddy. I'm gonna make sure to go after you first. I don't care if the pistol guy shoots me, he doesn't do crap, but you're my biggest threat by far. Oh boy. Yeah, that's it. Infight a little bit. And by infight a little bit, I mean Khaki just completely destroy Impy. Okay. I was wondering if there's any other paths here. I thought there was. Yeah, there's a little nuke that you can get some shotgun shell. Nah, damn it. I was trying to prevent that from happening. Oh well, at least that wasn't a fully powered blast. Huh. A lot of enemies in there. No, just two. Made me think there were a lot more in there than there actually was. I kept hearing oh no. Yeah, there were only two. What a letdown. Well, I mean, granted, there were two other ones that hadn't even seen me yet, but I got overhyped. My bad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where the hell's that blue door? Oh, it's okay, it's over here. Just getting a little lost there for a second. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Considering this is built around vanilla limitations, that's pretty cool. It's clever use of texturing, too. Ha! Take that. Hello, Mr. Cacodemon. And goodbye, Mr. Cacodemon. It was nice seeing you again. You know, one of these days, maybe we should get a high-resolution texture pack. That might make it even better. Smooth Doom and high-res textures. Imagine how good that would be. Especially for vanilla maps. Nah, maybe not. I happen to know that when you increase the texture quality, it makes the limitations of Doom stick out that much more. Because if you notice, attempts to one-by-one update Doom's levels with a new engine without actually adding any extra detail other than texture quality, it tends to look very bad. Because if you notice, these are very blocky environments. Obviously, it doesn't look bad right now because, you know, the low-res textures kind of gives it that retro charm. But if you try to slap on better textures onto it, then the fact that it's a lot of blocks, it really sticks out. And it just really looks bad. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say there. Okay. Okay, I get you. Back to basics. Come on, you douche. Show yourself. frick. That guy really didn't want to go down. He wanted to continue the tradition of always getting a shot off. Unfortunately for him, despite his best efforts, it didn't work. Although another guy might just... Ha, take that. Oh boy. I could switch to the chain gun right now, but I don't feel like it. So there. Why not use the shotgun against them every now and then? Well, when there are two of them, this might get a little complicated. Oh crap. You know what? Screw uncertainty, I'm just gonna kill you. Very quick like. You won't even feel it. Well, except you will. Come on, get back around. There we go. All you had to do was show yourself. And you'll die faster. And less painfully. But look, it's an alternate route. That's pretty cool. Gotta love how it all comes together. It's almost non-linear in that regard. It's semi-linear. That's probably the best balance, actually. People act like they want things to be completely non-linear. I don't think people actually want most games to be non-linear completely. Like, completely non-linear would be like Minecraft. And even Minecraft has, or it developed a way to beat it, quote-unquote, so it's kind of linear. I mean, it has linear progression. Most games have some kind of linearity in them. For instance, in Elder Scrolls, you may be able to go wherever you want, but if you want to continue the plot and actually beat the game, you have a specific path laid out in front of you. Well, okay. Apparently there's a lot of barrels down there. And one of the enemies destroyed themselves by being idiots. 2 for the price of 1, baby. Hi, buddy. Good to see you. Man, there are a lot of gorillas here. A lot of pink gorillas. Is it weird that I see the pinkies as gorillas? I mean, with their hunchbacks, they kind of look like skull-faced gorillas. Just me, you know, with horns. Skull-faced, horned gorillas. I'm just telling you how I see it. You can choose to interpret it differently. Okay, there was no reason to go in here at all. All that did was hurt me. Why must everything hurt me so? Hello. Spectred gorilla? Crap. This isn't looking good for me. No, you don't. Well, may as well use it, right? That may have been a waste of ammo, but I wasn't going to let him get the drop on me. And I get some more ammo. That's always nice, ain't it? Oh, boy. Yeah, that's it. Kill each other. Kill. Kill each other. All of you throw your lives away. There we go. Be an idiot. Thanks for getting 2 shots off, though. That'll save me some trouble. There we go. Now, isn't that much better? Crap. I underestimated that freaking lost soul. I was so concentrated on the shotgun sergeant that I didn't focus on what really mattered. Not dying. And now I'm gonna die to a freaking imp because he's off to the side. Okay, there we go. Good. No, you don't. Wow, it's like that shareware version of the first demo, E1M5, where he's near death and somehow manages to destroy all the monsters in a certain closet without getting hurt once. It was miraculous. And he should be thanking his lucky stars because he stupidly blew himself up. Point blank. He blew up an explosive barrel with the rocket launcher point blank. So he took the damage of both of it, which means he was hanging on by a thread. And somehow he managed to defeat an entire monster closet without getting scratched. Because he would have died otherwise. But anyway, that's enough of that. I think it's time for me to actually go where I need to go, which is over here. At least I got back up to 70%. I'm doing a lot better now. Funny, I was at 10%, and then all of a sudden I Actually doing pretty good. Damn it! Not if I keep underestimating every threat that comes my way, I won't. Easy come, easy go. I'll die quickly, don't you know? If I don't, watch what I'm doing. It will be my undoing. I know that's not a good rhyme because it's literally doing with doing, but yeah, forget it. You know what I mean. I can't rhyme every time. I'm not a poet and I sure as hell know it. It's time to kill these fools. Turn off the rules. Okay, that probably didn't make any sense, especially if you're not a programmer. You know, bullying, where you're turning them on and off. Yeah, forget it. It's a binary kind of thing. Oh, look at that. It's pretty cool. Oh, crap. Well, now. Time to blow you all straight to hell. The bell has tolled. Do not ask for whom the tolling of the bell. It's time for the tolling of the bell. I'm trying to come up with a rhyme for that. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at coming up with commentary while I'm trying not to die. That's a character flaw of mine, I acknowledge that. When I'm getting shot in the face, it's pretty hard to come up with material. You're gonna have to forgive me for that. I mean, I can't imagine many people come up with their best work while getting shot in the face. So, what do you expect? Right. That's it. What the? Okay. What the heck is going on here? This is a very confusing map, isn't it? When did that open? Oh, okay, I see. So that's what that opened. Well, that's pointless. All it does is get you back out. It doesn't take you anywhere new. That looks like a secret. That looks like it should be a secret, doesn't it? Oh well. Best not dwell on it. Best actually just go where I'm actually wanted. This is somewhere new, so it has to be the right area. Good thing there's a dead shotgun sergeant. I'd hate for him to be alive. Or maybe I should be concerned that there was something that's strong enough to kill a shotgun sergeant coming through here. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Crap. And just like that, I'm in a bad spot. Screw yourself, buddy. Buddy boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Please die, please die. There we go, thank you. Really appreciate it. Crap. What did that other switch open then? Wait a minute. Nope, not a secret. Thought I was onto something there. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that over there is where I need to go now. On the other side of there. If I had to take a wild guess, I'd say it's somewhere over here, maybe. Possibly. Yeah, it is. Oh, come on! Must you always get the first shot? Oh crap, not good, not good, not good. 2% health. And I died! I told you it was bad. Hang tight. Great thing about hindsight, if you already died and you know where all the dangers are, then all of a sudden it becomes a lot easier to escape damage. Look at me, I'm at 96% right now. I'm doing way better than I was the initially. I'm no longer about to die because I actually saw everything coming. Well, except I didn't see that coming. So clearly it's not perfect. Well, at least I'm still in the green. I'm still at the highest state of health. Although barely. Oh boy. They're too close. I was hoping I'd pick them off by exploiting the radius damage, but it's gonna hurt me too if I'm not careful. Come on. That's not working very well, is it? Well, at least with Smooth Doom enabled, I can giblet all of them together. You're a douchebag, you know that? No thanks. Come on. There we go. That's more like it. Come on. How many freaking cacodemons you got, huh? I'm gonna run out of ammo before they run out of cacodemons. Ridiculous, man. Trying to burn me dry. Trying to bleed me dry. No, I do not want to waste that. At least not yet. If I want to waste it, it'll be later. Crap. We're already running out of shells. Less than 10. Thankfully, only 2 of them to go. Seriously? Seriously? Just more than I had shells. 4. Crap. This is too bad, ain't it? 2 switches, huh? Cool. I get it now. I get it now. Yeesh. I literally only have this left. Maybe I should just punch him. That actually worked out pretty well. Okay. I'm gonna go scavenge for a bit because I've got way too few ammo for this crap. Hang tight. Well, what do you know? I found a secret. Got some shells and some rockets. Very nice. All you have to do is go in here when you go back up the stairs after you fall in the lava from the yellow key over there. Not too shabby. Let's see what else I can find. See, this is what happens when you take a little bit of time to look around. I may not have found all the secrets, but I did find enough. And I'd say my ammo situation is drastically better than it was a little while ago. In fact, I got 24 shells, I've got a decent amount of bullets, I've got 7 rockets, and I've still got some cells left. So yes, all my weapons have something in them, which means I can keep using this shotgun, which is always good for everybody. At least I would say so. Anything here? Nope. Then let's just get on with it. Let's get on with the show already. Gotta love that music. That almost whimsical music, except... Oh, okay. I guess it's an unspoken rule that E2M2 must be a crate maze. A great crate maze! Nah, that was stupid. There's gotta be a crate maze in there somewhere if it's gonna be E2M2. Right? It's just the law. I hate to do this, but it's the law of the West. I wonder how many of you actually got that reference. I hate to do this to you, but it's the law of the West. I'd like to see who can actually name that reference without cheating. Try not to look it up. Don't look it up. Don't cheat. Just tell me what the reference is. Then maybe I'll give you a shout out or something. I'll come up with something. Either way, if you actually got that reference, then congrats. More specters, huh? Fortunately for you, the hallway is just light enough that I can see you. And so you're getting progressively darker, aren't you? You're hoping that if you get dark enough, I won't be able to see them. Well, the joke's on you. If it gets dark enough, I won't be able to see any enemy, let alone specters. So will it matter? You make it dark enough, it won't matter if they're pinkies or specters. I won't be able to see them either way. Just saying. Really? How many of these idiots do you have? Evidently, that's all you had. Cool. At least no more of that. I've had enough of that for one lifetime. Nice, 2 for 1. I do love a good sale. Right, I need a red key for that. Better move on then. Oh, nice. It's funny how that worked out. I killed one of them as the other one was getting killed. Presumably by something else. Nice. I love it when I get the drop off on them for a change. It's just so cathartic. I don't know if that's the proper term, but it's the term I chose to use, so take that. Crap. Go screw yourselves, imps. That'll be nice. Can't wait to see what that switch did. Just die already? Would you just die already, please? Come on, there we go. What the? Oh, I see. No, you don't. No, you don't, buddy. Not this time. Ha! That's great. And there's a Baron. Well, I knew I'd been saving these rockets for something. You're a rocket man. Quit dodging me. That's not fair. Only I'm allowed to dodge attacks. You jerk. Wasted all my rockets trying to kill him, and even then I had to use a little bit of plasma there. Really sucks, man. Did you just die already? That's the only weird part about it, because Smooth Doom makes it so that Lost Souls, they get a bullet puff instead of blood puffs. While it does make sense because they're technically skulls, it kind of confuses you. Because it kind of looks like you could be hitting the wall behind them or something. You have to realize that, oh no, I'm hitting them. Freaking muscle memory making me think that I'm hitting the wall or something because I'm not used to them having bullet puffs. Just saying. Just saying. At least I got past this now. Oh great, the slow descent into hell. Oh, cool. That's a pretty cool way you did that there. Have to go down, then pulling the other up. Very clever. I like it. It's fresh. It's new. It's unexpected. That's a great thing about Doom. Just when you think you've seen enough, someone surprises you with a new type of level design. This may not have any new modding, may not have any new weapons, any new enemies, any new graphics, any new assets really, but it does do a really good job of utilizing those pre-made assets in a very good way. It's like a well-done snap map. It may not have any new assets because it can't, but what it does have, it can do very well. Oh, I see. And I would argue that Snap Map in some ways actually has more potential than Vanilla Doom mapping. Because, while it's not nearly as fine-tuned, you can script things a lot better. Which you can't really do on Vanilla Doom. Well, okay, I take it back. You can do it. It's just very difficult. It's not exactly as intuitive as doing it on ZDoom. I'm just saying. I think you have to do a hacked file or something, a patch. A DEH, I think that's what it is. That's what you have to do to mod Vanilla Doom. That's how hard it was. I never really modded Vanilla Doom back in the day. Probably for the same reason I've never really modded Duke 3D. It's just a hassle having to go through all that crap. ZDoom just makes it really easy, since it has its own programming language that stacks on top of it. ACS. In fact, it was pretty much my first use of a programming language to any real degree. It was the first time that I actually used a programming language to try to make a game anyway. I mean, obviously, I learned a little bit of HTML before that, and I made... Anyone remember GeoCities when that was still a thing? It allowed you to make your own websites. I was trying a little bit with that, and I was messing around with that. That was probably my first actual programming language, but ACS was probably the first time I tried to make a game to any real extent with a programming language, if that makes any sense. I wanted to do something with Blender and its Python, but there were basically no documentation anywhere, at least on how to make video games. I mean, if you wanted to learn something specific, you were SOL. Want to learn how to make a first-person shooter with the Python? Too bad, because virtually nobody had any documentation on it. Sure, you could get some basic information on how to use Python for applications, but it didn't really have anything specialized for gaming, and that's what I wanted, which unfortunately it didn't have. That's why I switched to Doom modding. If you notice, the first time I tried to make a Ghost game was not in Doom. It was actually, well, actually it was in Game Maker. And then I thought, no, Blender would allow me to make 3D, and it's actually pretty good. I've seen people do some great things with Blender's game engine. Like that one first-person shooter I saw, and I forgot that other game, that squirrel game that Blender Foundation made. It's off the tip of my tongue. I don't know these names. Yo Frankie, I think that's what it was called. You play as a squirrel. It was actually pretty damn good for its time. I mean, they made a really good water effect using just normal mapping. It looked really convincing for its time. But yeah, I think it was called Yo Frankie. That really made me want to enter in the Blender scene, but then there was no documentation, so I went to Doom modding. But then I realized even with ZDoom, it's very limited because it's still at its heart a 2D shooter. So there were a lot of limitations, especially in terms of collision detection. You can it pretty much has to be a square. If you're looking down on it, it has to be a square. You can't make a long one. You can't make curves. You can't do anything like that. So that was very limited. Then finally I decided to just start messing around with Unity, and it turned out to be very good because there was documentation everywhere. And at least as far as Unity 5 is concerned, it's actually gotten really good in the graphics department. So it became a very capable game engine by the time I stepped in. It also helps that, like I said, unlike Doom, it had a very complex collision detection system. You could actually use mesh colliders. You could even hook colliders onto bones of characters so that, you know, when they move their arm, their bone actually moves. I mean, their collider actually moves too. So, I mean, while you can't use mesh colliders on things that have bones, you can attach just box colliders to their bones or capsules, and then it'll be good enough. You could just attach them to their arms, their head, you know. You could either have them attack with those body parts, or you could have them take damage depending on where they're shot or hit. So, yeah, I would say Unity, I don't really have any problems with Unity. Some would say it's not the most efficient method possible because there are better optimized engines out there, possibly, especially for mobile devices, but as far as what I needed it for, Unity provides, and I see no reason to switch yet. That's just my personal opinion. You can agree or disagree, I don't really care. That's the great thing about opinions, isn't it? Everyone has one, and I think theirs is the only one that doesn't smell. But they all smell. Especially if you're a prick about it. So respect other people's viewpoints. There's nothing wrong with the debate, just be respectful. If you can. That's the problem, too much venom nowadays. Right. There's another problem, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I've just been chanting up a storm. I believe I've gotten a little bit lost. I know I'm supposed to be getting that red key, I just don't know how to get to that red key. Am I supposed to pull it down, or am I supposed to get up to it? Actually, I'm pretty sure the answer is obvious. I have to get up to it, don't I? But how do I do that? I've honestly got no idea. That switch should have done something, but whatever it did, I've got no idea. How in the world? I just don't get it. Where do I go? Where have I come from? Where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know. Crap. Well, this is bad. You'd think it would be somewhere around here. But no. I can't even utilize these computers. Do I have to punch this? Do I have to shoot it? No, that obviously isn't working. So I don't get it. Right. Right, I got a yellow key. I didn't even... But what is it for? I don't even see anything that requires a yellow key in this level. At least not in my vicinity. Nothing that I've found. Oh well, I think I've yammered on enough. I think it's time to end this anyway. So, I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like my perpetual skill of getting lost. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.